I turned it off the Wi-Fi and I'll just use the device.
That's the problem the whole time.
I just use a device. I'm free. I'm free from your constraints.
I hate to tell you, but your Wi-Fi, your fancy little Wi-Fi gadget doesn't seem to be doing as well as the good old-fashioned satellite dish.
The good old-fashioned cell phone. The traditional.
It shouldn't cost more than about $600 to broadcast with your cell phone, right?
Yeah. So that's totally worth it, though, I think.
Are you getting overages, or is that California tax?
I just have free nights and weekends still. So from 1997.
Free nights and weekends.
So
how many minutes you got left on your?
Yep.
There we go.
Do you remember that? Free nights and weekends?
Oh yeah.
JT's playing the chorus of Free Nights and Weekends. It's a song from
Free Nights and Weekends. Only for you.
The lady's talking to her mom on the other coast.
Yep.
If I had enough rollover minutes, I would spend them on you.
I'd spend them in the morning. I'd spend them in the evening. All over this land.
That's inspiring.
I'd spend them on Brian.
I'd spend them on I'd spend them on between my brothers and my sisters.
all over this land.
But I don't have that plan.
Yeah, it's gonna be a show tonight. Brian is gone. Juwan is gone. The only one.
But I'm here.
I'm more here than I've been.
I'm gone, but I'm here.
Gone here.
Gone in the brain.
Gone.
As someone said the other week, Brian's sick every week, so I think that sums it up. So
do you, Juwan? You don't have to leave until a little while later, right?
So if we go over, I have to leave early. But if we end right on time, then I'll act like we're all.
Oh, okay, that's awesome.
I got to be down in the lobby at 7:00 Central, so right at 8 o'clock, I'll be down there.
And what if you want to see the ducks? What time do you have to leave if you want to see the ducks?
I'm convinced there aren't ducks here. I think JT was gaslighting. We'll find them. We'll find the ducks. I kept looking.
Send in the ducks.
We should have an animal segment, like where we bring on ducks and toads and.
Yeah.
Bring in random.
Hi, y'all.
I got an
we
ant
can feed them.
You guys see it?
No.
You see the ant?
I can't understand what you're saying either.
I can get my hands on a good stink bug. Hey, Stephen. You guys have been reading all the. We got 2 excusers to say hello to, right?
Everybody got a right to know. This ain't my first rodeo.
Here we go.
Are you ready for the show?
I am so ready. I've been ready since Thursday.
Oh, I'm in Nashville if anybody cares. The Caleb Awards is tonight. You don't want to. They don't air till later.
Is that what used to be the Dove Awards?
No, it's different. This is like the fan awards. The Dove Award is the industry award.
Oh, I got you.
Whole different awards.
I met Whitney Houston at the Dove Awards one time.
Really?
I did.
Y'all, JP has led the most interesting life out of all of us. That's the sardine story on Subway.
Yep, just that alone.
Yeah.
Without question, that's true. Hey, the credits are over. Hi, welcome to SCQS, everybody.
Hey.
I'm your host, John, and to my right is JT Oaks.
Holding the Comedy Brian mug, which is available on Comedy Brian website.
Comedy Brian is directly underneath me, broadcasting from his SUV.
Holding a Red Bull mug, which is available on jtoaks.com. So check that out.
He sells
free plug.
Third-party Red Bulls.
Yep.
And Juwan DeVivo in the lower right-hand corner.
It's
who is
it, as they say down here in Tennessee.
Tennessee.
he's broadcasting from the Opryland Hotel. Is that right?
Yeah.
Where he was told there are ducks.
I saw geese outside, but I don't think there's ducks here.
Well, that's a good
My
place
bad.
for them.
I'm a stick it for the Peabody or the Motel 6. Yeah, thanks, Jeff.
Yeah. So we have the crew is kind of scattered around. We sort of knew this was going to happen. Just full disclosure, when we started the Starving Comics quarantine show, none of us envisioned that a year later we would still be doing the Starving Comics quarantine show.
You kind of did it as a joke, right? Because you were just like, yeah.
Yes,
Now
it
it's
was
a serious thing now.
it was tongue in cheek and meant to be sort of a joke. And here we are. The last laugh is on the universe. But Brian's going back to work. Joanna's been back to work for a little while. Brian is doing some big time gig in what city are you in?
I am in Tomecula, California.
Temecula. Count Temecula. Yeah.
Exactly.
It's good on tacos.
That's right. The rejected cereal. Count Chocula's stepbrother. Count Tomecula.
Count Temecula.
Yeah, you should ask your doctor if you're allergic to Tomecula.
Yeah, exactly. Is Tomecula right for you? Check with your doctor.
I think
It's right for Brian.
I had a Temecula on my neck that got removed a few months ago.
Mm-hmm. You have to have that Temecula lanced before it gets
That's
infected.
right.
We just wrote your whole first 5 minutes right now. I don't
There
know.
we go. I always wanted to go.
I was
The first time I saw that, I thought it would just be the best voicemail message. You've reached the voicemail box of Temecula. And just leave it like that. I don't know why. It's just a very odd sounding town, but
It just rolls off the tongue. It's a great name.
it does.
He sounds like some sort of gladiatorial, champion.
Yeah.
Presenting Temecula.
Temecula.
undefeated. 550 pounds of gladiator muscle.
Temecula.
They like to use that little pitchfork thingy in a net.
Well, I think they're famous for exporting oppressive heat. That's about it. It is 1,000 degrees out here. So
Florida must be the main recipient.
yes.
So they're not exporting it, right?
Yeah.
Well,
They're producing it and then they ship it out.
all the supply lines are backed up. Though.
Are you not entertained? Yeah. I saw a meme, and maybe you guys have seen it. I'm always like the last person on the internet to see these memes. And so I say them like to my kids, like, oh, I saw this funny meme. And I say it, and they go, Dad, that's been around for like 10 years. And so this one is probably that way, but it was like a statue of some Greek guy. And it said, meh, good enough. And underneath it, it was mediocrities.
Yes.
Has everybody else seen that one?
No,
already?
I've never seen that one.
Yeah.
I'm actually writing a bit about Dropsies, who's the Greek god of clumsiness.
Dropsies.
Yeah. So that's. I forgot all about that bit.
See, we should help Brian remember his act just before he goes in and does the show.
Oh.
We have a little time.
Hey,
You had to
Dakota.
think about Hot Pockets.
Mhm. Give
That
him
was-
other
that
people's bits.
Yeah, exactly. There's a really great Hot Pockets bit. You have to go, Hot Pockets.
Hi, I'm Brian April, and I'm a wild and crazy guy.
There we go. Go out with the arrow through the head.
Right.
Yeah.
I'll bet you, depending on the age of the crowd, you could probably get away with that.
You know, it's sad that, yeah, you're right. You probably could. I got this really killer bit called The Three Little Pigs, and I'm going to do that later too. So
You could-
Oh, wow.
You can definitely get away with that because the guy that's doing that is not touring anymore. So no one's going to call you out.
It'd be even better if you did it like Shakespeare.
Mhm.
You thought of that,
Oh,
Brian?
that's a good idea.
Yeah. Yeah. That would be it.
You got a good point.
I like that idea. That's very original. I'll do that.
Hey, you guys, we have a giant show tonight. Yes, we do have Cliquers this week, but I'm getting to it.
Just wait.
We're
It's a
ripping.
gigantic show. And if you're going to know how big the show is, if this is a typical show, then this week's show looks like this.
I love it.
Wow.
I'm gonna say the mammoth was piloting.
And you guys know why I had to do that?
No.
You know why I had to see? Joanne wasn't here last week, and basically, Joanne, they called me out for, and Brian, I think, was the one who did it, right?
Yep.
Brian was the one who asked, well, if each show is bigger than the last show, then eventually we're going to hit a ceiling where we can't be bigger than the previous show. And so last week's show, the battleship was the comparison. And so I was thinking about that. Brian's been in my head all week while I was trying to figure out how we're going to
start back to like flea size.
Yeah.
Right.
So it's like an insect.
Right.
Kind of like a fortune cookie tonight.
Yep.
Right.
Much
But
bigger.
in order to hit reset, though, we're going to have to, at some point, we're going to have to say, yeah, this week's show is, subatomic. And, whatever you're used to, this is going to be.
Realm.
Yeah.
We end with like the black hole, and then it just go back to nothingness.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. A loop.
So it's typical skews or typical of all shows. See, that's the thing that Brian brought up, Rachel, is he started me pondering just what exactly I'm trying to communicate week by week. And it's changed me. It's profoundly changed me.
Glad I
Not
could
for
have
the
an
better.
impact on your life.
Well, you got me thinking. Well, I mean, eventually you just have to go with astronomical, not astrological.
This week is Gemini.
Chinese zodiac could be, monkey. No, astronomical.
Astronomical.
Yeah.
Well, we could do that if we just went numerical. We could go for infinity, right?
Yeah.
Last week's show was
ergonomical.
If a typical show is 3.14972,
right. You just keep adding digits to pi. But that's actually getting smaller, right? The more you add, the smaller those numbers get.
Yeah.
Right?
That's true.
I mean, but the number's still getting in. See, you see what you did with your.
Unless we do it like cryptocurrency, where you start really like a bunch of 0.000001, and then we start to like build it up, like Doge or SafeMoon or any of those sort of things. And
Right.
we're like, we made it.
Well, we could just go incrementally, right? We could go, last week's show was a 10. This week's show is an 11.
I can't believe it. It's blowing my mind. It's one more. A whole number. We didn't go up by decimal. We just go one whole number up.
Right. And
we could just think it to the number of shows we've done. So, we're 52, 53. This week
54.
is 54.
Last week's show was a 53. This is a 54. We could go into scientific
Bigger
notation.
set of infinity? He said bigger and bigger sets of infinity. Or like plus one, infinity plus one, kind of like that. Is that what he's talking about?
I guess so.
Yeah, but
Is that a thing?
infinity plus two.
see, originally I was trying to do it as kind of a joke, and now it's become just a numbering system, which is not really worth mentioning, is it? If we're just incrementally increasing by one.
Welcome to show 70.
But I mean, it is getting bigger.
Yeah. Thanks, Brian. You owe us an apology. Well, this week's show, regardless of how spectacular and big it is, we have some clickers of the week that we need to say, we need to acknowledge. JT.
Some people love to shut their traps while everybody bickers. We love that too, but most of all, we're crazy about the clickers.
Yeah, this week's clickers in no particular order of importance are
Clicker.
Question mark.
You know what? I didn't put him up there. Hold on a second.
All day, John.
Yeah, you just keep vamping.
That sound that Scooby Doo makes. That's the.
Wait a minute. All right, in no particular order of importance. Let me write them down here.
Throwing you under the bus. The producer throwing you under the bus. Hey, by the way, John Thomas, what's that modulation there that you're doing at the end of?
Oh, it's a whole tone scale.
I always wanted to ask you. You're doing it in what? What's the key you're doing?
Just in C.
You're in C,
but I end up in D flat. I have step up.
D flat is why.
All right. Right. Do it again. Lead it. Bring us into it.
Okay. Some people love to shut their traps while everybody bickers. We love that too, but most of all, we're crazy about the clickers.
And this week's clickers, in no particular order, are. Wearing.
It's cheating.
Wearing. All right, and James
Ward. Is that the famous James Ward Christian artist from the early '80s?
That's
I don't know.
It's Ward. James Ward.
James Ward.
It's Ward. James Ward.
Taken, not stirred.
Not
What
stirred.
kind of drink would James Ward? Yeah.
Thank you to all of our supporters, all of you who contribute to make this show possible. We thank you from the bottom of our hearts, and we will continue. We will continue to acknowledge you throughout the remainder of this show, through however many shows, through shows number 53, 54, 55.
No matter how big they get.
No matter how big they get, you are responsible. All right, I have an idea for this week's
an idea
game. Yeah, I have an idea for this week's game, and we talked about this last week during the debrief, and Joanne was not there because he was on the road, but we are
loser.
Well, first of all, the debrief episode is something that takes place after the show where we get together backstage and we discuss how the show went and we kick around some ideas for future episodes. And I have every intention of making that public to the Click members. So if you want to be part of the after show, we're going to start broadcasting it, not this week, because I wasn't able to figure out how to make it happen. But very soon, we're going to make the after show part of the Comedy Click thing. And so you'll be able to come back and debrief with us and give us your suggestions and tell us what you liked and help us come up with new bits and segments for the show. Like this one. Last week we talked about a couple of things. One of them was Conspiracy Jeopardy.
Yeah.
And basically Conspiracy Jeopardy is I have assembled, I don't have a visual board to show you, but I have a Jeopardy board, if you can picture it, with categories of conspiracy theories. And you guys are going to pick a category and you're going to compete with each other and with the audience, our at-home audience, to find out how much you know about stuff you're not supposed to know about.
Stuff they don't want you to know.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Doesn't that sound like fun?
Yeah.
I like it.
Yeah. So is that Melody? She can play too.
She loves conspiracy theories. I actually have a propensity to be pulled in by them a little bit.
Do you? Well, then you should be really good at this.
Okay.
All right. So here are the categories, and if you want to jot these down or just remember them, someday when we get a budget on this show, then we'll be able to put that board up on the screen and keep track of it. But here are the conspiracy theory categories. Number 1, the Kennedy assassination.
Yes.
Category number 2, flat Earth.
Yes.
These all sound good for a comedy show.
Yep. Category number 3. There's only 5 categories. Category number 3, UFOs.
Yes.
UFOs and everything that has to do with UFOs. Number 4 is QAnon.
All of
Yep. And number 5 is Bigfoot.
Oh,
So we've got Kennedy, Flat Earth, UFOs, QAnon, and Bigfoot.
Awesome.
I was hoping for potpourri. I'm not gonna
Yeah,
lie. I was hoping for potpourri, but
I didn't know there was a potpourri conspiracy. Is there?
that's a grab bag. We can do it.
yeah.
I know what it means.
Potables.
We should start a potpourri conspiracy.
We should.
All right. So
Essential oils.
Essential oils, yes.
I'm thinking of a number between 0.0001 and 0. No,
I was getting ready.
I'm gonna choose mammoth. Mammoth. Mammoth is my guess.
0.21.
No, I'm thinking of and that won't work either. Okay, I'm thinking of a number between 1 and 10. Brian?
8.
Juan?
3.
Eight.
JT? Did you say 8 too?
Yeah.
There's 5.
I guess I didn't tell you to pick different numbers.
Oh yeah.
No, Juan, I
4.
was thinking of 2.
Oh.
So that's going to be Juwan's going to go first. So you pick a category. I will read the answer, and then you have to buzz in. And so whoever says buzz first, and that's BUZ, just 1 Z,
Buzz.
then you'll get a chance to answer. So pick a category.
Let's do Kennedy assassin. Not you're gonna just read. I don't like for 100 or anything, right? It's just
Right.
say
They're all
Kennedy.
just 1 point.
Yeah, Kennedy.
You know. All right. Kennedy assassination. Okay. Gordon Arnold and Beverly Oliver each had this evidence confiscated by authorities to suppress the truth.
Buzz.
Buzz. Oh,
What
Who
is
buzzed,
chewing
JT?
tobacco?
I'm sorry.
Buzz. I'll do my hand.
What is it?
What is bullets?
No, not bullets. JT, have you got a
Buzz.
guess?
Cuban
What is it?
sandwiches.
No.
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 Is there any
No. Does anybody at home know?
Yeah, y'all can play.
You at home don't have to buzz in.
People are saying cameras.
Yeah,
Cameras.
Jeff Lane said cameras. You're close. Cameras is close.
Oh,
It was actually their film.
Film.
You said
They're
film.
films.
Melody got it.
Melody said films.
Yeah, she's got a good technique. She waits till everybody answers, and then she's.
My husband's just deaf.
Well, she was pretty sure it wasn't chewing tobacco.
I
All
wasn't.
right. I'm going to give that to the people at home.
Yeah,
Give that to the audience.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. So, Juwan, pick another category. since-
Another one. Let's
Yeah,
do
what's-
flat Earth.
Flat Earth.
Order, yeah.
Okay. Easily the most compelling proof that the Earth is flat. That's it.
What?
Easily
Buzz.
the most compelling proof that the Earth is flat.
Buzz.
Yeah, JT.
The warmth of moonbeams.
No, I'm sorry.
No.
I'm sorry. Yeah, Juwan.
I was gonna say the horizon, the lack of the curve in the horizon. What is the lack of curve?
What is the lack of the curve of the horizon?
Right.
That is that's close. That's not exactly right. Do you have a guess, Brian?
I was gonna go with that guess as well. I'll
Walking-
say, what are maps? It's proof right there.
You mean maps or globes?
Nope, maps.
Maps
Globes
are
are
flat
just-
too.
Yes, those are flat, so that's proof. Globes are just flat maps that are just stretched around a ball, so those
All right.
aren't real.
Okay.
Okay. The actual answer, according to the websites that I pulled this up, these are actual answers, by the way. I'm not just making this up.
Can I
Is,
answer this one?
Yeah, go ahead.
Is it the helicopters?
No.
All the helicopters. Well, you have to explain that because it's just like
No.
helicopters.
I'm actually gonna give this to Juwan because the horizon, while is not technically what they say, the answer is what is walking around outside and looking. That is the most compelling evidence because your eyes will tell you that. All right, so that's going to go to Juwan. Good for you, Juwan.
I'm gonna keep picking we'll skip the Bigfoot then.
I'm going to go to Bigfoot.
Yeah, for 500.
Okay. Bigfoot. At 2032. At 2032, this U.S. state has the most confirmed sightings of Bigfoot.
Buzz.
2000. Who buzzed? Brian?
West
Yeah.
Coast.
I was gonna say, what is Washington?
What is Washington? That's exactly right, Brian.
That's why it was so quick.
Brian gets he's on the board now.
Did y'all see that in Tulsa? They put out a bounty for Bigfoot, I think.
Really?
No.
No.
Oklahoma. It wasn't Tulsa. It was the whole state of Oklahoma.
Wow.
A bounty just anywhere and
Wow.
Yeah, just to bring in Bigfoot. So
bring him in. Recently, did they do that?
it was really close because I tagged somebody in it on Facebook.
Of course you did.
So if you're a guy and you have a lot of body hair, you may want to consider getting waxed.
Yeah, I might go to Oklahoma at least for a year.
You may want to stay indoors if you live in
Yeah.
Oklahoma.
That's funny.
All right, Brian. So your turn to pick a category.
Let's go QAnon.
QAnon. All right. QAnon. The answer is the entity empowering members of the deep state to control people's minds.
Oh, Buzz. Oh, is that
Yeah.
the CIA? What is the CIA?
No, I'm sorry.
What?
I'm sorry. Yes, Brian.
What is mainstream media?
No.
Oh, that's good. That's good.
No. JT, the entity empowering members of the
what
deep
is-
state.
What is Bigfoot?
I'm sorry.
Oh, I got it. It's can I answer
What is it?
twice if I get it wrong? Is it who is George Soros?
No.
Ooh, maybe.
Oh,
No, I'm sorry. Anybody in the audience know what is the Illuminati? What are NFTs? No, what?
What is 5G?
5G. No.
Dang it!
pop in. Everybody's getting- they're like,
Who are the
Terrible.
Spice Girls? Who are the Spice Girls? That's
That's a good question. Who are the
I
Spice
need a more specific answer, Brian.
there's scary, there's posh, there's controlling, there's
Robot
hidden.
crows. There's John
Old Spice.
Brandon. All good guesses. Illuminati's a good guess.
John Brand.
Uh-huh.
How long have been empowering everybody to control our minds?
What are the Masons? No, you guys don't know your QAnon conspiracies as well as you
Okay.
might have thought. MK Ultra. The actual answer is who is Satan?
Oh,
hmm
wow. Well,
You weren't thinking big enough, guys.
I know.
It's
You were
Satan,
just thinking like America.
not boy bands.
I can believe that.
All right, JT, why don't you pick a category?
Let's see. How about UFOs?
UFOs. All right, let me put the audience in here let me put nobody in there. Nobody got that one correct. That's okay. It's okay. There's plenty of other questions. All right. First one in UFOs. The answer, the military installation in Nevada where the government keeps alien spaceships.
Buzz,
Yeah, Brian.
Area 51.
That is correct. You have to put it in the form of a question.
Say it again.
Oh, I got it wrong. What is Area 51?
What is Area 51?
We got one.
Yeah.
We got one, everybody.
All right. That's
Area
where
51? Is that a good enough question?
I'm sorry, it's Area 51.3.
All
All right, Brian, pick a category.
Let's see, I didn't write them down. What were they again? Those
UFOs
again.
You've got
We'll go
Kennedy.
UFO again.
Are you going to go UFO again because it was good to
Pick
you?
a category.
Yeah.
All right. The answer, city where officials called a crashed alien spaceship a, quote, weather balloon.
I think
Buzz.
Joanne had it. Joanne had it first.
What is Roswell, New Mexico?
What is Roswell? Very good. Roswell, New Mexico, where I've actually been there.
Yeah.
Do a
Is it a fun
to do a
place?
show. Yeah, it was a pretty fun place. They celebrate. It's kind of like Branson, except with more weirdos. Kind of like Branson.
Ooh, more weirdos.
Yeah, fewer go-karts and more weirdos.
Let's do another QAnon question.
Never forget about Roswell. T-Con. Okay, QAnon. The person standing in the way of the deep state, achieving total control of the whole world.
Buzz.
Yes.
Who is Bill Gates?
No.
Buzz.
No, I'm sorry. Yes, JT.
Who is Donald Trump?
Very good.
Oh.
Who is Donald Trump? He is the person standing in the way of the deep state. Brian.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
My brain didn't work. Totally
Yeah,
understand. Totally didn't get it right. Greatest QAnon person ever. Totally amazing.
He's the only one that's keeping the deep state from controlling all of our minds right now. It's Donald
Just
Trump.
stop in the name of Trump. Totally amazing. I didn't sing it. I didn't sing it the way I was going to sing it, like the Supreme. So
Right. That's the
stop
other
in the
thing.
name of Trump. I didn't do it.
But it's still in all of our heads now, even though
You're
you
welcome.
didn't sing it. Stop. Okay.
JT's got the board.
I thought JT was going to do it.
Do what?
Do stop
get
in
the
the name of
board.
Trump.
Oh, I was playing it. Stop in the name of Trump before you break my heart. Stop in the name of Trump.
Or we'll control your mind. Just think it over. Okay. All right, JT, you get to pick a new category because you nailed that one.
I would
this
like
game, by the way.
the Kennedy assassination again, please.
Yeah.
Kennedy assassination. All right. The answer: number of witnesses who mysteriously died, so the truth would never come out
Buzz.
about Kennedy's assassination. Who
What
buzzed?
is all of them?
That's correct, but I need a number. I need a number.
Got it right.
Buzz,
Yeah, what do you say?
what is 8?
What is 8? It's not correct. Brian, do you have a guess?
I do not have a guess for the number of people who were assassinated for watching Mr. Kennedy get assassinated.
Take a stab at it, and whichever of you is the closest.
What is 17?
17. JT gets it again. The number is 10. There are 10 documented eyewitnesses who all died mysteriously so that the truth would never come out. So I'm gonna give that to JT, even though he didn't officially.
I think he's in the lead. Is he in the lead?
Yeah, I think he is. I'm just doing a quick count here.
That's just because he's at home, Joanne. He's got that, where we're on the road, it's harder,
Home field advantage.
Well, I've actually
Yeah,
got a way to.
Internet.
I've actually got a way to check the score here. Yeah, Joanne, Brian. Actually, you guys are all tied. Joanne's got 2, Brian's got 2, JT's got 2, and the audience has 1.
Wow.
He's got the board.
Yeah. So it's still anybody's game. This is a nail biter. This is a lot closer than I thought it was going to be. JT, pick a category.
Could we go back to Bigfoot, please, Mr. Brandon?
Of course we can. All right. The answer. The answer. Bigfoot definitely exists, even though the original footprints from 1958 found near Bluff Creek, California, turned out to be this.
Buzz,
Yes, Brian.
what is not Bigfoot?
I'm gonna give you that because the answer is what is a hoax, and so
Okay. Nice.
right.
Nice.
What is a hoax?
I was gonna say, did you ever do the thing where you put your hand on a? Never mind. It was a thing we used to do where you lick your hand, you put your hand on a chalkboard, and you could make it look like a footprint.
Yep.
If you haven't done that, it's okay.
Yep. I've done it.
We're all together.
But you'd have to have a huge hand to make it look like a Bigfoot print, wouldn't you?
Then you do it with this part of your. Take a close-up picture of this part of your arm.
Would that work? Because that doesn't look like a hand. That looks like another part.
Yes.
Yeah.
I wanted to do this.
Yeah.
And for the internet.
It's Bigfoot's butt.
Have you ever done that? We used to do that when we were kids. We would take this and we would get real close to the camera.
Yep.
Let's see.
You not do it on the.
It's the least hairy part of Bigfoot.
Yeah. You get up real close. There you go. Except yours is kind of upside down. Yeah.
Yeah, and it looks like an elephant skin.
Right.
Anyway.
All right.
Hitting new highs in classy entertainment.
Brian, another category.
Let's go back to flat Earth.
You did well with the flat Earth before. Actually, Juwan's doing well with the flat Earth.
Yeah.
All right. The answer is the ice wall that runs around the entire outer edge of the Earth.
Buzz.
Yeah, Brian.
What is the best part of Game of Thrones?
I'm sorry, that's incorrect.
Oh, we should have. That's the best answer.
Did you have a guess, Brian? Or Juwan?
Yeah, he's trying to say, "Do you have a real guess?" Mine is what regulates the temperature on our flat Earth.
Actually, that's incorrect in both categories. Yeah, JT.
What is the boundary that keeps all the water from spilling off the edge?
That's true, but I need the name of it.
Oh,
the wall.
Mm-hmm.
What did you say?
Melanie knows, I'll bet. If she knows, this is a gimme. If you guys knew anything about the flat Earth,
you say what Monty said. She said that answer. Is that right?
What Monty said?
What is Antarctica?
Yes, that's it. What is Antarctica?
Melody.
The audience.
Actually, she guessed Trump too on the other one. So.
You should let Melody play.
Yeah, she's tied for the lead. She's got 3.
Yeah.
Her hair, so
that's the audience. That's okay.
Brian, I think still.
Yeah, Brian, you got another category?
Let's go back to UFOs.
Let's go back to UFOs. The answer: early 90s television documentary series that was falsely advertised as fiction.
Buzz.
Oh,
Let's say, what is Unsolved Mysteries?
No.
Yes,
JT.
What is Ancient Aliens?
No.
Buzz.
Yes.
What are the X-Files?
Yes. Very good.
I thought for sure JT was going to get it. Once Juwan said that, I was like, oh, it's X-Files.
Got it by the way you worded it, I think. Right. That's awesome.
All right, Brian, another category.
All right, let's go. I only remember 3 of them, so let's go Bigfoot.
Bigfoot. Okie dokie. The answer: authentic Bigfoot encounters are often accompanied by this smell. Yes, Juwan.
Honeysuckle?
You have to put it in the form of a question.
What is honeysuckle?
No,
The sweet
still
fragrance?
wrong. Yeah, JT.
What is musk?
Musk. That is also incorrect.
Oh,
I mean, you're on the right track. That's closer than honeysuckle.
I'm thinking something similar to what Rachel said, which was BO, but it's changed the O to an S.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I got it. Wet dog.
So everybody in the audience is. I'm actually going to give this to to the audience because they're saying feces, they're saying poop, they're saying, which are the same, it's the same thing, I guess.
Interchangeable, yeah.
The actual answer that we were looking for, and again, if you guys knew your conspiracy theory, it would be sulfur or rotten eggs was what we were looking for.
Ooh, evidently Bigfoot has gas quite often.
Mm-hmm. Well, that's just what they smell like. That's their scent. So let me give you an update on the score here real quick.
Brian's killing it. I think he's got like 5.
Yeah, Brian is. Well, this is kind of his jam. All right, so there's one that was answered by nobody, and that was the Satan question. Juwan nailed Roswell and walking around outside. Brian has got 4, so he's in the lead. What is a hoax? Washington State, the X-Files, and Area 51. JT with Donald Trump and being closest to the number 10 for how many people were killed in the assassination. And then the audience is right. Breathing down Brian's neck with 3.
Oh my gosh! Okay, we're gonna beat.
And Melody has 3 too.
Yeah, Melody's got 3. Do we want
Melody's
final?
So we've got. Let's see. We're down. I don't have 10 questions in each category. I only have 5, and so we're down to our last 2, 5, 7. So we're down to our last 10 or 12 questions. So. I don't know whose turn it is to pick a category.
Brian, well, the audience has the board. We could do the first.
Yeah, the audience has the board.
Type in a category.
Should we let them pick a category?
Pick a category, everybody.
First answer.
Yeah, first one to pick a category. That's the one we'll pick. The first one that the producer throws up.
Don't take too long, guys.
Sure. Yeah, you guys are doing better than I thought you were going to do. I thought no one was going to get a bunch of these.
It's my turn.
So what's it going to be? Big 4. All right.
Big 4.
Big 4. All right. The answer. Despite some similarities in appearance, Bigfoot is a totally different creature from this.
Buzz.
Yes.
What is Sasquatch?
No.
Oh. I thought that was a good answer.
Some similarities. Buzz. Yes, JT.
What is the creature from the Black Lagoon?
I was going to say Italians. What are Italians?
Italians.
No. Do you have a guess, Juwan?
Gorilla. What is a gorilla?
That's exactly right. What is a gorilla?
Oh.
The audience got it too.
That was for points. Some of these are for laughs and some of these are for points. That was for points.
So I'm going to give that to both. I'm going to say Juwan and the audience.
Okay. So when
Can I do that?
Yeah, sure. So when we pick our category, though, we got to do it at the same time.
Right, and it has to match.
It has to match.
Or you could rock, paper, scissors the audience.
Yeah, just pick one. Just pick one, Juwan.
Kennedy.
Yeah. All right, Kennedy. The answer. These 2 federal organizations covered up tons of evidence about the Kennedy assassination.
I get this. Buzz for me.
Yeah.
What is the FBI and the Treasury Department? I can't remember if the CIA was out yet. FBI and CIA.
So is that what you're saying?
I'll go with the audience answer. FBI and CIA.
What is the FBI and the Food and Drug Administration?
and Chick-fil-A.
FBI and CIA. Look at the answers flooding in. Yes, FBI and CIA.
Okay, I had a second guess myself because I was thinking secret security, but special. What is the president's? It's Secret Service. That's the FBI, though, right? That's
that would have been good.
The Secret Service. Yeah, that theoretically could be true. Okay, I'm giving that one to the audience, if you want.
Yeah, you guys got it.
I'm giving it to the audience because I think you were serious when you said the Treasury Department, FBI and the Kremlin,
Mafia and interns,
and the Department of Agriculture.
Yeah,
that's it.
Department of Education.
The housing development.
All right, Brian, pick a category. Even though you only know 3.
Yeah, I'm trying to remember. What was the? So we had. We'll go QAnon. I remember that.
Oh, QAnon. Okay.
Yeah, I've been doing good with that.
These are actually a little more challenging. So the answer is anonymous internet group credited with revealing the truth about the deep state.
Buzz,
Yes.
what is anonymous?
No. No. Give me a little credit. I wouldn't actually put the name in the question or in the answer.
I was gonna.
Not like you to do a trick question. Not at all.
No, it's not like me to do that.
You don't do trick questions. That was my answer. Was QAnon though?
Right.
20 more minutes.
Anonymous internet group. It's not QAnon.
I'm buzzing for Melody. She says, "What is Q?"
Nope.
Oh, okay.
Buzz,
Yeah. JT.
what is the Rebel Alliance?
Oh,
No?
wasn't there? There's one called. Oh,
Yes. What's his face is correct. It's 4chan.
Wow. Well, actually, not surprising.
Is killing
Yeah.
it.
It
You know
all
what?
makes sense now when you think about it, doesn't it?
Yeah.
It
So that's the
all-
audience as well. And I think the audience just took the lead with that.
the Facebook.
So Stefan says, what is everyone? All right. So let's the dark interwebs. JT, pick a category.
I would like to go back to the Kennedy assassination.
I do not blame you.
I just watched JFK about a week ago, so I'm
Oh, nice.
primed for this.
All right. The answer is, get your buzzers ready. The answer is the person who was definitely not the lone shooter in the Kennedy assassination. Who buzzed? Juan? Who is it?
Who is Lee Harvey Oswald?
That's exactly right.
Very good.
Who is Lee Harvey Oswald?
That's
Who
right.
is John Wilkes Booth?
Squeaky from.
It's here.
He was definitely not the only one. I don't care
Charles
what they
Gateau.
say. Okay. Juan, pick a category.
What do we got left? UFO we haven't hit in a while. So UFO.
I haven't had UFO for a while. We've got a couple of questions left in UFO. All right. Answer. Branch of the U.S. military that recently released video footage of obvious alien spacecraft while claiming to, quote, not know what they were seeing.
What was the name?
Buzz.
I was looking at the question. I don't know who was first. Juan?
What is the Navy?
That is right.
Yeah,
What is the Navy?
I thought it was the Navy.
Yeah. Did Melody give you that answer?
No, she said it, and she looked at.
Whatever I gave to you, I win.
I'd like to change this to a team effort. So just instead of,
Okay, well, it's now officially Juan and Melody.
yeah.
Who are the Boy Scouts? That was the
Who
answer.
are the Boy Scouts, the branch of the military?
Yes.
All right, pick another category.
Flat Earth. We got
Flat Earth. We haven't had that for a while.
Yeah.
All right, this one should be worth double points. The answer: the invisible object that causes lunar eclipses.
What?
Buzz.
Yes, Brian.
What is Saran wrap?
Ooh, Buzz.
Good guess.
What
Juan.
is the Hubble telescope?
No, the invisible object that causes lunar eclipses. The Hubble yes, JT.
Bigfoot.
High blood pressure.
I don't think you guys are taking this seriously
It's not
anymore.
like the Holy Spirit or anything like that. Is it a biblical answer? Safe.
Alien spaceship, Wonder Woman ship. Wonder Woman ship. You're on the right track. Cow flatulence. Yeah, I see a pattern here. What is the ozone? That's not a bad guess, but that's incorrect. Whoever said what is the moon was close, but it's actually what is the anti-moon, you guys?
Oh.
The anti-moon is what causes lunar eclipses.
Okay.
What is
So-
the anti-moon?
Yeah. So
For real.
sadly,
What is it?
We're
It's
here. We're
the
clear.
invisible object that
Don't
causes
see us.
lunar eclipses.
Is it like a moon that we don't see that's opposite of the moon at all times or
Exactly.
That's no
Well, you-
moon. That's a space station.
something? Yes.
you know what the moon is, right? You know what the moon is.
Right.
This is like the moon, but anti.
So it's an inside out circle.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's like the unmoon.
The unmoon. Yeah, okay.
All right, JT, pick a category.
Let's go to UFOs again, please.
UFOs. All right, this is actually the last question in UFOs.
Okay.
So
For 500.
the answer, experts agree this is the average height of the aliens who fly the spaceships that the government claims to not know exist.
What is 3 feet tall?
That's right.
Oh, nice.
That's right. What is 3 feet tall?
Wow. I was going to go with something general like the size of an umbrella or something.
You can call them like Smurfs. They're 3 apples high.
I was just going to say that. They're 3 apples high. I like a lot of people are saying 3 feet, 4 feet, 3.14 feet. Some of the Canadians are giving us the decimals. 3'3". That would be nice. Somebody said 5'6", 5'6".
Cuba and a span.
All right, so we're done with the UFO category. So Brian, pick another category.
All right,
Get
let's
down the wire.
go. Let's go back to Bigfoot.
Back to Bigfoot. There should be a song called "Back to Bigfoot." JT.
I'm writing it down.
This is the final question in the Bigfoot category too. So pay attention. The answer is the Himalayan name for Bigfoot. Yeah, who buzzed?
Me.
All right,
Yeti.
that's exactly right. The Yeti.
It's not Gregory.
Mm. It is not Gregory.
It is Bob the Bigfoot.
Look at everybody's got Yeti. Like everybody was on their keyboard immediately. Yeti. All right, JT. Category. This is going to be.
Bigfoot.
So we've got.
again.
We're done with Bigfoot. We've got QAnon, and we've got the flat
good.
Earth, and we've got
QAnon's
Kennedy.
good. QAnon's good.
All right. It's going to be hard. The answer, when all the political bad guys are finally rounded up and punished.
The
Buzz.
oh, good.
Yeah, go ahead.
What is never?
Remember, this is what the QAnon people call it.
God,
It's a
sorry.
conspiracy. Anybody else have a guess?
I was going to say, what is the day of reckoning?
The Day of Reckoning is correct, but it has a name. What is it?
Reckoning Day.
The Apocalypse. Nope.
What is?
Buzz. Go
Yes.
JT.
No,
No,
Go,
go ahead.
JT.
No, go ahead, man. You haven't been here for a while.
I was gonna say draining the swamp.
No.
Oh,
Okay.
No.
these are great answers.
You're
How-
terrible at this, Amanda. You're terrible. Yeah, JT.
What is Purge Day?
Purge Day. Now, you guys are. It's the right idea, but that's not what they call it. The answer is. Does anybody have it in the? I don't see it over here in the comment section either. It's not Jesus' return. Tribulation, taking out the trash day. No, you guys are. Trump 2024. Re-election day. No. It's called the storm. What is the storm? You guys.
All right.
Storm is the greatest day ever. Totally amazing. Gonna love it. It's gonna be fantastic.
Totally the storm. All right. Let's see. JT. We've got QAnon, Flat Earth, and Kennedy. And
Let's
that's
stick
it.
with QAnon.
All right. This is the last question in QAnon, you guys. And you've been doing terrible at QAnon. For the question. Jacob Anthony Chansley wore this notable item into the Capitol building on January 6, 2021.
Oh, go ahead.
Yes.
The Viking horns. Little.
What were you going to say, JT?
I'm going to say the buffalo head.
You gotta guess, Juan. They're in the right ballpark.
Oh, well, the Grand Poobah, the just expanding on their thing.
Yeah. What is the horned helmet? What's
Horned
the
helmet.
buffalo horn?
Here
Yeah, I think you
at
guys
the
were all. You guys were all in the ballpark. But you know what? I'm going to give this one to the audience too, because they were the first one to come up with the horned helmet. It wasn't technically a Viking helmet, Brian. I can see why you would make that mistake. But
You know, a magic helmet. I gotta go. I gotta go.
Bye.
you got to leave.
Yeah, it's time. We're gonna get the game was going too well. I think
All right.
we decided to stop.
All right. Bye,
Love
Melody.
you guys. But say bye.
Hi, Melody.
y'all.
Bye, Joan.
Adios.
Have a good show.
Adios.
I'll take over for you guys. I will
do
not
that.
let you down.
Say my score.
She will not. She's totally going to let him down. There's only 2 questions left.
I've got it.
All right.
There's nowhere I can go but up from here.
Okay. Mandy, why don't you pick the next category? It's either going to be flat Earth
or Kennedy.
or Kennedy. Him.
Flat Earth.
Flat Earth. All right. The answer is, what is underneath the Earth holding it up?
Beep.
JT.
4 elephants.
No. Nope.
No.
Buzz.
Yes.
What is a turtle?
No. You've got the wrong.
Buzz, what is
mythology.
Atlas?
Atlas. No. Anybody
Somebody
got
else
the?
said that. Stefan said
Yeah,
that.
they're saying
too, and
Atlas.
Cheech-Con.
It's not Atlas. You guys are mixing up all of your various religious concepts. The flatted Earth, Atlas or the Titan? No. Gooey chocolate. Gooey chocolate. The Earth.
I already tried that, Jeff.
So
Wasn't right.
sweet.
The Earth rests on a bed of gooey chocolate.
Yeah, from
Who
the
is-
land of chocolate, Homer.
Who is Alice Cooper? There we go. That's somebody who watches this show.
There we go.
4 pillars. No, that's actually the flat Earth people think that 4 pillars hold up the firmament, which is the sky. But the answer is, what is rocks, or what are rocks?
That's not
Just
part of
rocks.
the Earth.
No, it's what holds up the Earth. It's just rocks underneath.
Rocks.
Mhm.
It doesn't just have a rocky bottom.
Mm-mm.
What holds up the rocks?
Turtles.
That's a turtle.
Well, what's below the turtle?
It's turtles all the way down.
Oh, okay. Infinity turtles.
So where
Right.
did the elephants come in? An
Uh,
atlas, for Pete's sake.
See, the elephants was just a crazy guess, JT. You don't get any credit for that, because that
Okay.
was just lame.
All right.
Who holds up the turtles? All right. So last no, we got 2 categories off. You know what? I'm just going to give you guys the last flat Earth question.
Okay.
All right. The answer is the lie created by science to explain stuff falling down.
Buzz.
Oh.
What is gravity?
Brian.
What is
Yeah.
gravity?
Yep.
What is gravity? Yep. It is a lie that science made up to explain gravity, or to explain stuff falling down. Do you know what really causes stuff to fall down?
God.
According to the flat Earth people.
I want to say a giant like air vent that just pushes constantly.
No. Anybody, you flat Earth people know what it is that causes stuff to fall down? It's actually the Earth rising up. Like the Earth is shooting up into the not space, but the Earth moving up is what causes things to.
It constantly moves up all the time.
Mhm.
Okay.
So
Mhm.
so the rocks come with it. So the
Oh
rocks
yeah.
Actually,
are always expanding that
The
are
rocks
underneath.
that are holding it up. Right.
Yeah, I didn't go that deeply into it. Maybe there's more rocks getting added underneath. I don't know. So, oh yeah, you know what we still got to do? We still got to watch Chubby Bruce before the end of the show. So, all right. So we got one last question. Here we go. This is the Kennedy assassination. the place from which Kennedy was supposedly shot, even though it is impossible. Yeah, JT.
The Dallas Book Depository.
No.
Ah,
Was grassy knoll.
The grassy knoll. Put it in the form of a question, please, and I'll give you credit.
What
for
is the grassy knoll?
What is the grassy knoll? All right. And so with that,
Didn't
we
know
come
that
to we come to the end. Did you know that, Peach?
No, I did not.
We come to the end of our first official game of Conspiracy Jeopardy, and the final score is as follows. Let me make sure I'm doing this right. In last place with 3 correct answers is John Thomas Oakes, ladies and gentlemen. Give him a hand.
thank you. Thank you.
All right. Then we've got Juwan and Melody DeVivo and Amanda with 5 correct answers.
Oh, because I get to take Juwan's and Melodies.
You get to take credit for doing nothing except showing up after they left.
I like it.
And we have a tie for first place with 7 correct answers each. We have Brian April and the at-home audience. So give them a hand. All right.
But really,
That's
after all that, though, the audience truly does win.
They do win.
After a segment like that, they win.
We all win.
We all
I feel
win.
like. All right. We have we're gonna wrap this show up after we do the Chubby Bruce episode. Last week we launched the first part of Chubby Bruce. Now we're going to see how that concludes. But I went ahead and did I did the first part again because I thought it was possible that maybe somebody wasn't here to see it, or you may have forgotten it. And so this is the entire Chubby Bruce episode 1, featuring your drawings and your artwork. Are you ready, Peach?
I'm ready. Stop talking.
I don't know. I just think it's weird that his head is made out of a salad. Hey, there's a sad little ghost.
Yeah, a ghost. Don't worry, I'm a friendly goat. Yo!
Hey, that's a... Ow!
What's going on here? Mamma mia!
Hi, Chubby Bruce. Hi, Blunderbuss. What's happening?
Hey, my nose hair. Ow!
This thing is ouch! My nose hair.
I'm sorry. I didn't understand you.
Yikes, is that a ghost?
I'm a friendly goat.
This is not working. Just think about what you're trying to say, and I'll read the balloons. Whenever I try to talk, this flying nose thing yanks out one of my nose hairs. B2. I'm a friendly ghost. I'll try to help. That's a good question. Let me look in my encyclopedia.
Just Google it. Ooh, my nose is smart.
My mom says I can't have a cell phone because I'm allergic. Okay, found it. That thing is a YouTube algorithm. It looks for copyright infringement. It looks for violations.
Hey, I'm not a copyright violation. Duh.
I'm not a copyright violation either. Whoop! Ooh!
That explains why I'm not getting attacked. I'm not a piece of flagrant plagiarism like you guys.
What can we do about this?
I'm gonna go talk to my lawyer.
I got an idea. This looks like a good place to get bugged or killed or worse. My aunt is a beautician, but her license expired a long time ago, so she does illegal makeovers in alleys. And who's my favorite nephew today? I'm good, antihistamine. These are my friends, Chubby Bruce and Blunderbuss. they did a favor. And so Allergies asked his antiohistamine to use her considerable cosmological talent to give his friends a makeover. And because he was her favorite nephew, she did. Allergies had often heard his aunt say, "When you do a makeover, your own mother wouldn't recognize you." And so he figured, if your mom won't recognize you, neither will a YouTube algorithm. All right now, the two of you follow me. When I'm through with you, your own mother won't recognize you. Prepare to be wowed. The transformation is amazing. This is Blunderbuss.
It's a miracle. Ouch!
I think you might have to change your voice.
This is ridiculous. Ridiculous. This isn't cool. I don't like it. I had to change everything. My whole life got changed. This isn't cool. I don't like it. But you know what? You do what you can, and you try to make the best of it. No matter whatever happens. Hey, I'm working over here.
Now hold on to your hanky, dear. This is Chubby Bruce.
Hey.
Oh no.
Hey, ho, ho. It's Chubby Bruce. I ain't the guy you think I am. I ain't trying to pull no scam. All the guys are here now, trying to do our show. Underneath the radar, going with the flow. Hey, guess what? Gonna do some stuff now. Hey, ho, ho.
Hey, I'm working over here.
Gonna do some stuff now. Hey, ho, ho. Hey, guess what?
His mom would have recognized him.
Hey, ho, ho. Hey, guess what? Gonna do some stuff now. Hey, ho, ho.
All right, knock off the racket and beat it. Ouch!
Yay!
So there we go. First episode's in the can.
Yay!
Yeah, illegal bakeovers, back alley bakeovers. So that is our creation. When we put the idea of Chubby Bruce together, that was definitely a community effort, and we want to continue to make it a community effort. So we will do future episodes at your suggestions. You can send us in ideas for scripts. You can send us in whatever you want, and we will build up the Bruciverse as we get ideas. Yeah, it was fun to do. At the end, anybody want to guess who it was at the end that made a cameo appearance?
Buzz.
Yeah, JT. Yeah, JT. Yeah, we like it. We love it. Want more of it.
That was Brian April doing the voice of Blunderbuss.
That was Brian April, and I should have, and that was JT doing Chubby Bruce, and it was Dumpster Fire. You're right. We want more Limp Biscuit Neck. We haven't even scratched the surface yet of what we can do. So more Chubby Bruce in the future. That's it. Thanks for joining us tonight. Brian's got to go dash off and do a show. He's working, so we don't want to keep him. How does the Snappy Wrap Up work this week?
Well, I forgot that Brian was leaving, but I still, as luck would have it, assigned to JT and John.
Me and JT. Right. Okay.
So we're going to have to say goodbye to Brian.
Bye, Brian.
Bye, Brian.
Bye.
Have a good show, Brian. Bless your heart,
and
Brian.
then I'm going to start the the way this works, if this is your first time watching the Snappy Wrap Up, is there's going to be a video playing, and it's going to be JT's and John's jobs to read it the best that they can do. And today, I didn't actually think about this. Oh, I know. Today you're going to be doing it, arguing. Dad, you're going to argue for the flat Earth, and JT is going to argue that that UFOs exist.
And that's how we're going to do the credits?
Yeah, that's how you're going to read the credits. You're going to be trying to convince the flat Earth conspiracy theory. JT is going to do UFOs. And go.
Well, you got to join the comedy clique before the anti-moon hits us and wipes us out.
Yeah, before the UFOs showed up. The podcast over at FLF Network is live, and we're going to thank all of these UFO people who were abducted by aliens: Nancy Branyan, Beth Brubaker, Katie Cogswell, Dakota Catrett, Matthew Cross, who has actually got his own UFO
Get to
now.
come out with Vacay with the Comics, where we'll be standing underneath the firmament and having campfires. And
aliens will be helping us make s'mores. Brian April at his Comedy Brian website, go get a mug, because the mug you can communicate with actual alien planets. And Juan DeVivo is castingcrowns.com. They have aliens in their new show. So
also John Thomas Oakes he lives in Antarctica, and he says everybody he's from Tennessee. And the fact is that
Danielle Zarn is really an alien.
And maps are the right thickness.
Yes.
That's the official thickness of the Earth.